I'm Tom from DIY Life Tech, and this is a look at the Medify Air MA-112 air purifier. So this is a big air purifier. It's hard to get a sense for the scale here, so let me sit next to it. Okay, so this is me seated, and this is the size of the air purifier. So if I were to stand up, this would basically come up to my knees. This is a big, big purifier. And the great thing with that is that it is exceptionally powerful. So this will actually purify the air with a HEPA 13 filter, which is a little bit better even than a traditional HEPA filter, in a space that's up to 2,500 square feet in 30 minutes. So it's got a CADR rating of 950. That's the amount of air that it moves. That's unheard of. That's really, really high. And again, it can do 2,500 square feet in about 30 minutes, and it can do 3,700 square feet in an hour, cleaning the air, a full change of air in that big of a space. So this is a huge purifier for big, big spaces. If you have a traditional size home, this can probably, if you leave the doors between your rooms open, purify the air in your entire house. So let's go ahead and take a look at the features here. It's very simple. We've got our on and off here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. We get a pleasing little beep noise there. You can start to feel a little bit of air come out. Now I can adjust the speed. 4 is going to be my highest speed. So if I want to reach those very high purification levels for that large space, I do want to be on 4. Even on 4, you can hear, this is one of the nice things about it, it's not super loud. I have to raise my voice a little bit to be heard over it, but it's not, like a super loud thing that's going to distract necessarily if you're in the room. But you can also set it to a lower setting there if you want to. So I'll drop it back down to 1. We can hear the fan speed come back down. Child lock, this is really good because this is actually right at, again, an adult's knee level. And for a toddler, this would be super tempting to stand up and press these little buttons. I've even seen adult family members lean a hand on it by mistake and change the settings. It's sort of like tempting to put your hand on it as you walk past it for support. So I would definitely put the child lock on if you don't want people to change the settings by mistake. We've got a sleep timer, so if you want to put this in your bedroom, it would clean a whole main bedroom suite, I think, easily, given the power there. You can set a timer so it'll go off in 1, 2, 4, or 8 hours. And it's also got an ionizer. I don't like to use the ionizers on air purifiers. This puts negative ions out into the room. I prefer just to use the HEPA filter in there. Again, H13, so more powerful than a traditional HEPA. It's going to remove 99.9% of small particulates. And just a note, Medify sent this to me to test. They sponsored me with this purifier, so thank you for that. Let's go ahead and open up the side here. So really easy, just pull this off, and we've got this filter on the inside. There's a duplicate one on the other side, and you can see we've got multiple kind of layers to this filter. It pops out, pretty easy to replace. You can see that H13 grade, that's considered a medical grade HEPA filter, and it's got a carbon filter. You can see a bit on the back here to remove smells and things too. So it's great in my testing and handling wildfire smoke, which is what I'm using it for here in California. It can handle pet dander, can handle even potentially viral and bacterial carriers, according to Medify. So they often use these in doctors' offices, in dentists' offices, in hospitals and that kind of thing. And this is a great choice if you have a larger size house and you just want one purifier. It's also a great choice if you're trying to purify a larger public space, like a restaurant, for example, or even a hospital or doctor's waiting room that's on the larger side. That larger air capacity means that you're going to either be able to do a bigger space, or if it's in a smaller space, you're going to change the air much more frequently, which is really great. So again, I put this in my house to combat the particles from wildfire smoke. If I switch this on in my house, even though it's an open concept floor plan, high ceilings, I was able to drop my small particulate levels by about 4 times. So I brought my air from unhealthy down to healthy, again, using this giant MA-112 purifier. So I think it's a great choice. Definitely going to need some space for it. It's a little bit on the heavy side. One thing I also like about it, it does have wheels, so you can move it around very easily. And I think that's great because you could put it in your main area during the day, and then say you wanted to move it into a bedroom at night. It's really simple. You don't have to pick this whole big thing up. Just push it around, and it's easy to do. Filter lasts for 6 months, which I love too. So you definitely have plenty of time with that running. It'll take you basically through a whole fire season. And I'm just really finding it to be a great option, again, for my house that has these sort of large, see up here, these vaulted ceilings. It purifies this big open room really nicely. So that's the MA-112. Thanks again to Medify for helping me to review this, and I definitely recommend it.